Yeah, so this is just for confirmation. I put up on Facebook and Instagram the clip about the movie where George Carlin was in it. He was an American comedian, like only smart person I ever heard on stage before he died. And it's about the spoof about, you had Superman, the superhero, like Clark Kent, gorgeous, like everybody wanted to be Superman and every woman wanted to be Superman's Lois. And that came out in the 1970s. And while nobody was actually fixing the world that advanced standing and planning told them were issues, just sitting around doing nothing in what pretends to be a superhero elsewhere, they allowed the world to grow into, from the 1970s to 1990s, your entire scientist community and police department reminds me of Bill and Ted. No way! Yeah way! No way! Yeah way! Excellent! It's, oh my god! Oh my god! What happened to humans? Oh my god. It's dipshits and lollipops. Oh my god. They hit the leaderboard. Oh my god. 1940s. I said, listen to me. I said, I walked into this room. I said, I know you're something in the East, not facially disfigured whatsoever. I know where I come from in, why is it cosmonaut over here? Why is it astronaut over there? It's Antonin Katarutsa, last Caesar. It's alternating current. I will be the last cosmic eggshell goddess you will ever see. And we built the universe in order to fix all the problems that your departments knew on Earth and continued to ignore and continue to change. And we tried to fix things from my end, but you steadily became more and more like Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. Like, no way, I want to go into the phone booth and I want to find out when the Mongols ruled China. Well, here's the thing, idiots. I own dark matter and dark space. I own the only anchor in such a science platform and project that holds humanity in somewhat of an upright bipedal. I've been warning them before my space and my bogus adventure to become human, as I wanted to be in the 1930s. Antonin, I wanted to be his daughter directly from the one Catholic Caesar to myself. And then that way in the 1960s, NICKLAUS could pick me up and we could start fixing and working with the departments immediately, so I didn't have the flood of electronic equipment up ahead if they skipped the loo if they skipped M to 9 to Nicole and stuck Lou in the middle. That was going to be, there's a reason why the British call the loo the bathroom. It's the bullshit. It's the bullshit Vicks. Yeah. So it's the victories that are all made of bullshit and cause the newbies, the next generation, to suck lollipops and go, huh? I don't get it. What? Yeah. Because here's what happened while you were all sleeping or not moving in the proper position or voting in the wrong manner. Like, as if there was a vote on this. Oh my God. You had no royal czars anywhere. You have, according to Latin American English and my leaderboard system, you blocked out my one and only Danish approved leaderboard programmer. That was my personal zodiac. We tuned him, we locked his head, and he only worked for us. I then had a committee of others, which we made up They made up a language. They asked me for a word so we could pair that person with myself, which was Azerbaijani, which goes to when I am not ash blonde in the A to Z ER of medics and surgery that went horribly wrong. I have more of a ruddy hue to my hair as well. Terracotta, I suppose, but again, the facial disfigurement of the terracotta army buried in the dirt is Mongol. Those are the words I gave humans. They never ruled over China. Do you understand? What they did was they gained placement within the white leadership of all of my land masses. That I love all of my landmen all the same. The guys who run Russia. Love you. Not the facially disfigured ones though. They with the eyes. The Putin ones, right? And then there's another color dad, which is fine, but not the facial ones. And then there was the Polish dad, who then says, how could you like Poland if you like Germany and Russia? How could you like this? How could you like us in London and Scotland if you... Mother of nature. I don't really particularly get in your head cases because I know what's going on in really dangerous science. So shh, hush, little baby, don't make a word. So I asked for the Danish leaderboard from 1920 to 1930. He had a 10-year patch and patent. I don't know why he was removed, and that it skipped to Lou, and you installed a Lou in between myself and Anthony. It split everything. It caused the electronic breakout, which was really, really dangerous. One of you wanted to see what the moon looked like. One of you wanted to see what a satellite looked like. One of you wanted to see what a computer looked like. Meanwhile, in enemy territory elsewhere, while all of you fucking idiots were sleeping, one seat at my all-white, non-facially disfigured leaderboard was taken over by one Mongol. One Mongol gets into the office. I'm watching from behind scenes elsewhere, as I do as owner of the Leaderboard program and Star program, and I'm just watching the new plant in my office that I did not want and I did not agree to, but the men on Earth decided that it had to be done for whatever reason, otherwise they were going to block me out of something in the future. They start pulling their weight as if their little scientist degree is more important. So here we go with, they put one in. The one gets in my office. He starts, when people are up, he starts to look at the symbols, starts to ask questions, he starts to learn things. All against Leaderboard, World, Guardianship, and Galaxy Anything rules, and against the Federation's rules. So I don't quite understand why you would plant one of the facially disfigured terracotta army that was buried and deleted out of catalog and out of cosmic for a reason. You then put one in my office. One then all of a sudden moves the mouse, and now I have one of his ugly facially disfigured in every continent, in every State Department, and that one knows exactly what to ask for, what business office, where to go, and they then got some kind of grant or permission to then seat only their facially disfigured inside of my all-white, non-facially disfigured office. And they displaced my Danish. My one approved 1920s to 1930s Danish. And my Azerbaijani, because they wanted the woman who gives the words, before they left the office, they wanted their program language to be locked, and they wanted a pairing with her favorite Danish programmer, that they were witnesses as well, because they didn't want their home territories to be invaded or changed in any manner, and they had to go to their home territories and document what transpired about the day the office changed like that, because apparently there were armed guards that moved them in and my people out against my will. And then I went to offices that I was aware of at the time, back in the proper whatever, I mean, it's easy when I can cue it up. The wall particleizes and you walk into a reality of where the humans are that you need to see. It's like a directory, and then you walk into the Skype. I mean, it's easy from an office that has that kind of advanced capabilities. What's hard is them not listening to a word I say, not listening or looking at into life achievements, not paying attention to any of the rulings. And then once they sat that group of only facially disfigured in that very delicate office, they started at will reprogramming history, deleting families out of like royals and leadership. I mean, the whole system went down, and then now you have to rely on men of Earth to listen to you. And some hated the fact I was an American. So if you hate the American Nicole, great. Then I'm whatever. I think they did use the word schizophrenic for a pairing with an actress. I said I like the word actress better. It goes to Antonine, and he's the Octavia and the Augusta Caesar, which is my bloodline. And everything with facial disfigurement does not have that history. I have the Holy Roman Catholic Church, Kataruza, the cat holy ick. Your Mongols in China, they agree. There's a choo-choo Charlie. There sure is a white cat. So you can't dispute that. So there is history that wasn't deleted and couldn't be deleted based on the fact that we own the vortex. But now I have to be born in a time where I have to rely on dumbed down humans purposely by the embedding in an office that I denied them access to, but they took over by force anyway. Misprogrammed the leadership on the last 2 generations, and then steadily got more dangerous. So now, who do I ask for help? Because the Americans, they hated Svetlana from Yugoslavia, or Albania. The people in Russia, the Russian Federation, the BBI and the Polish, they were okay with Svetlana. They'll deal with her if she deals with Russia and they don't have to get involved. She'll be the go-between. Fine for me. But they hate Americans. Fine. Got it. Okay. Now what? Do you understand? I'm the neutrality. I'm an anon and a katon. I'm the katon, the positive force. My husband gets slightly more angry. He's the tall guy who kind of looks like me. He's the anon because he's having no sex. And the only reason why you ever want to be a human is to have sex and have children. So while I'm positively trying to get through to all areas stupid, I know he's angry and banging his head against certain whatever. Trying to fix the fact that there's too many years distance between the two of us and the physical motion that we come to expect when we have a physical body. Because otherwise there's no reason for having 7.5 billion useless skins that put us in a dangerous situation, completely ignore us, and have held us apart for 41 years. But still expect to be around tomorrow and won't let us leave. So, all areas stupid humans, what is your fucking purpose? Ours is to have sex. We can't have sex if we can't find one another. So where is he, and why are you holding me hostage from him?